Energy now has until 2029 to remove coal ash from sites like the ones near Lake Norman and Lake Wylie. And today, Duke told our Tina Terry they might have trouble making that deadline. She's live in Belmont, and now, Tina, you've learned a lot more about how long it could take to do all this and do it safely.
Well, yeah, the state is giving Duke Energy about a decade to clean up about 33 million tons of coal ash from Allen Steam Station here, as well as Marshall Steam Station. Environmentalists are calling this an emergency, but Duke says even 10 years may not be enough time.
I was at the point when I didn't want anybody to move into Belmont.
Laura Tench says she always believed coal ash stored near her Lake Wylie home was impacting the environment.
It is very dangerous.
She's glad the state is forcing Duke to move coal ash at Allen and Marshall steam stations into lined landfills away from the water, but she's concerned about the process. First, Duke Energy will have to remove water inside the coal pits. Then it will have to be safely reintroduced to lakes.
So the second important thing is that the water be adequately treated before it's discharged into Lakes Norman and Wylie and the Catawba River.
Next, the remaining dry coal ash in two basins at Allen could be moved to lined landfills on-site or off-site. Trucks would likely be used to transport it. At Marshall, the ash would likely be moved to a lined landfill on site, and trucks would be used to transport it.
That is a concern because if it's in the air, it gets into your lungs.
But before those details are hashed out, Duke Energy has to first come up with a closure plan by this August. Then the state says Duke would be required to close Allen and Marshall by December of 2029. In a statement, Duke said, under our current options analysis, excavation could not be completed by that deadline. We are reevaluating our options. And I asked the state if it would allow Duke Energy any wiggle room in that 10-year deadline. It told me that it is just too premature to talk about that, and they're waiting until Duke submits those plans a little later on this year. Back to you.
And Tina, you're telling us that Duke gave you a pretty specific reason about why some of the ash at Allen will have to be transported to a different site.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. They talked about the amount of space that's available here at Allen. They say Marshall is much larger than Allen here, and they are just not sure if the state would approve putting that landfill here when space is so restricted. Back to you.